news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a good day today. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent. John, nice drive in this morning.
Yeah, I was out and about a little bit for some news stuff earlier on. It was a great day. We were at an outdoor press conference, and it's always nice when you get one of those and it's not either raining or swelteringly hot or anything.
Yeah, no, it was nice day yesterday. We've had some pretty nice days all week, and I say that with a smile on my face because there is light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to maybe a little bit of rain. We'll talk about that in just a second, but right now temperatures warming up once again. What are we looking at now on the thermometer?
Well, right now out at the airport, we're looking at sunny skies, 77 degrees. Downtown Midlands also at 77. You're not going to believe this. Here at Radio Center, sunny skies, 77 degrees. Winds out of the east at 8 miles per hour, and that barometric pressure is at 30.11, and it's falling.
Okay, so when you go to the casino, you can bet on sevens. Is that what you're telling me today?
I think so, at least for the next 25 minutes or so.
What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at an ever-changing weather picture for some folks in the continental United States, not so much for us here or down south. We'll talk about down south in just a moment. But we're looking at continuation of a high-pressure system, an upper-level high, and that's what's causing the weather that we have right now with those east and northeast breezes. Those aren't going to go away for at least another couple of days. Matter of fact, I'm looking for a north wind even on Saturday when the temperatures are really going to rev up a little bit, and Sunday's going to be just a flat-out hot and muggy day. But that is going to be a precursor to what we're keeping our fingers crossed, a wet beginning to the work week next week. We are looking for this pattern to gradually dissipate. The high pressure system, not so much move away as it will decrease in intensity. And as a result, it is going to allow a couple of low pressure systems to approach the lakes, one from the west and one from the south. The one from the south is going to be generating quite a bit of precipitation once again today, and eventually it is going to move into Ohio as we approach the day tomorrow, or I should say moving into actually, tomorrow and tomorrow night, that low. It is going to spin into Ohio, and it is going to allow some precipitation to move into the extreme southeast corner of the lower peninsula. And that's what we've been telling you about for the past couple of days, down from, let's say, Detroit, maybe even as far north as Port Huron, down through Toledo. The chances of precipitation are much better than what they are here. Now, as we move into the day tomorrow, we are going to see an increase in the clouds. Not quite as much sun as what we have been getting, but we're still going to see some sun, but more in the way of clouds. And then that chance of showers east of I-75 to start with. It looks as though it'll be pretty much hugging the Lake Huron shoreline and down through the Detroit area and into Lake Erie. That's where the majority of precipitation is going to be running on Saturday. All that is going to move away. So it's not going to fester, stand there, not go away. It's going to move. It's going to move off to the east. And that's going to allow the second low pressure system to eventually approach. And I say eventually, it is going to take a couple days for it to get here. The whole system is very slow and moving. And eventually, late Sunday night and early Monday morning, that's when we're going to have the best chance of seeing some precipitation. Now, down south, okay, here we go. They had more than 11 tornadoes running from Colorado to Texas over the last 24 hours. The temperatures are beginning to increase back west from Texas. So New Mexico and Colorado are getting in on the action now. It is just flat out hot. They're looking for Temperature ranges for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Dallas anywhere from 100 to 103. New Orleans from 95 to 98. And we're talking high humidities with these two. Houston, 102. Not going to drop down any lower than that during the day. San Antonio, temperature ranges anywhere from 104 to 106. That's what they're looking at. Yesterday, San Angelo, Texas broke a record on the thermometer. Not feels like 114. And Del Rio broke a record 115. That was yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
And more today. There's a high pressure system over Montana, but it's not really doing much. It's not pulling any cooler air down into that part of the country. So it's just going to stay that way. And they're going to continue to get some pretty heavy rain from Florida all the way up into New Jersey now. And that's a function of that low that's going to try to push some rain into the extreme east part of Michigan tomorrow. So we'll just have to see what happens. But right now, New Jersey is expecting 3 to 4 inches more of rain on top of what they've already got, which is 1 to 2. New Jersey alone, 2 to 3 is what they've picked up so far. They're going to get another 3 to 4.
Goodness gracious.
Before they're all. Ocala, Florida, yesterday picked up 8 inches of rain. So the lizards and the crocodiles are pretty happy down there, but that's about the only ones. Incidentally, the hottest January the 22nd on record was set back in 2017.
It's still June. 2017 though?
2017. I don't know. I've just got cooler weather on my mind.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I bet people in Texas are wishing it was January.
And I'm still using my Christmas presents too. Record high in this state, incidentally, for us around here is 96, and that was set back in 1911. The record low was 20, set in 1963, and tied in 1992. A year ago, 87 was our high, 65 was our low. And incidentally, back in 2017, June, on this date, we had 3.5 inches of rain.
We could use it.
Yeah. Started at like 6 o'clock the night of the 22nd and moved into the day on the 23rd. 3.5 inches of rain. A little bit more in the way of clouds tomorrow. 82 is our high today, 62 low, 76 tomorrow for a high. So you kind of get the idea. We're going to have a few more clouds. 61 for a low tomorrow night. Saturday, revving it up to 88. 64 for a low, and then 92 for a high on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a roller coaster there.
Chances of rain are going to really increase late Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. And then Monday and Tuesday, we're looking at chances of rain both days. Overall rain doesn't look too bad. Temperatures upper 70s both days. Wednesday will kind of simmer down just a little bit, middle 70s for a high. So that in a nutshell is what the weather forecast is all about for June. All right. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by.
We'll be talking with Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons. She'll get us kicked off on our market report today. Then we'll head over to Oppenheimer and talk with Doug Klein. All of that's ahead, but first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. We're talking about the farm all tractors, and they've got them. You want to get the job done quickly and enjoy doing it? Well, you can do it. Farmall tractors know that when it comes to getting the job done, they've got the product for you, and Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth has them on display. Their inventory includes the Value Pack Compact Farmall A Series, all the way to the Deluxe Compact Farmall C and C Series with cabs. Let's make it real simple. The tractor does it all. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farmall. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Melinda, I hope you're having a good day.
I am. Are you?
I'm having a great day, and I'll have a better day if you got pluses on the board of trade.
No, not necessarily today. We were a little overbought, so we have a little bit of selling today and profit taking with a little bit of moisture in our forecast, as you already talked about for the next few days here, with the opportunity to bring some moisture in the market is going to take profits. We're down 16 on corn, 43 on beans, and we're about even on wheat.
Okay, so right now on the board, what do you have?
Yeah, nearby here on corn, we are at 636. New crop corn, 556. January corn, 585. Nearby beans, 1426. New crop beans, 1266. January beans, $13. New crop red wheat, 666, and new crop white wheat, 736.
So we've had a pretty good run so far this week. I guess we could pretty much expect this, right?
Yeah, we were up about $1.20 in beans, and now we're down 40 to 50 cents in beans. So we've lost about half of what we gained.
No, hopefully we won't lose any more.
Hopefully not.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. Melinda, thanks a lot for sharing. You have a great day. We'll talk to you again next week. All righty?
Thanks, you too, Terry.
You bet. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth as far as what the Board of Trade is doing, not only the ag futures, but some of the other related issues. Our market report brought to you by Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Just stop by any of their conveniently located offices and see how they can become your hometown financial solution. Find out more by seeing frankenmuthcreditunion.com. Also by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Resistant weeds like water hemp and mare's tail. You better be scouting your fields, Mr. Farmer. Check it out. If you need some help, Vic will help you at Freeland Bean and Grain. You got to keep on top of those weeds because of the growth rate. Eventually, and yeah, precipitation is in the forecast. Not a lot, but just enough to make those weeds really begin to grow. So now's the time to be talking to Freeland Bean and Grain because they're well equipped to help with side dress on corn with dry or liquid. Custom spraying, yeah, they got 2 sprayers. They're ready to help you out. Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983. Serving you is their business. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, what's going on?
Well, a couple things. Number one, Powell got to talk today, and usually he wipes our markets out, but today he didn't. Again, this is maybe a trend, I hope. Maybe he's going to stop being so negative all the time. Buying power for the average American rose in June, or I guess it would be probably for May. First time in a couple of years since March of 2021, with inflation very much under control and even ticking to the downside. Powell said that housing is pretty close to a trough right now, so he's happy with what he's done for the cost of building a house, other than the mortgage rates. So we'll have to see where that goes. But yeah, a lot of profit taking, kind of turning into almost a bloodbath, but not quite. Crude oil's down at $2.50. The grains, you've already heard that got hammered pretty good, and precious metals also down 1 to 2%. So
I wonder if he's bought a 2x4 lately.
Yeah, he's got a guy for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I bought 4 of them, and I could have sworn I bought a truckload. Taking a look at the bill. Wow.
Yeah. No, I didn't want treated oak whatever. I just wanted a simple pint. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a guy.
Uh-huh.
Pay up and get out of here. Well, here's your numbers. July corn, $6.57, down 14 cents. December corn, $6.17 down 11.5. July soybeans, $14.73 November soybeans, $13.27 down 49.5. The July wheat, $7.35 up a penny, and December wheat is $7.66 up 2.25. Crude oil is $69.62. That's down $2.91. Heating oil is $2.41.5. That's down 8 cents. Gasoline is $2.45.5. That's down 8.25 cents. Then it kind of sort of maybe puts us around 3.10. But again, good luck finding that. Natural gas is 264.9. That's down 1.75 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3150 Canadian. That's down 12 ticks. The dollar buys 142.77 yen. That continues to go down. I mean, the yen continues to go down against the dollar. So that exchange rate is up 90 ticks. The euro's at 109.64, down 20 ticks. The dollar's at 102.38. That's up 31 ticks. Gold's at $1922.60. That's down $22.30. Silver's $22.39, down 42 cents. Platinum's at $929.60. That's down $19.40.
All righty. Doug, you have a good day. Incidentally, I think that was Powell trying to call in on us.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll get that right away.
He was going to suggest what lumberyard we should go to.
Yeah.
Over in China.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Okay.
All righty. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. They understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running, especially if it's one of those old, reliable tractors. They've got the parts for it. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. We'll take a quick break, and then, Jonathan, who do we have up next?
We'll be talking with Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. He's got our plan of the week right after this.
Attention car and truck shoppers. I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Vassar, and last month I told you about the all-new, bigger, and better Chevy Trax, incredibly selling for only $20,000. Well, the response was through the roof. They're selling as fast as they arrive. So this month, we're offering the opportunity for customers to reserve one that's already built before it gets here. And we're suggesting that for all Chevrolets. And don't just take my word for it. Drive by any Chevy dealerships. Lots are getting empty again. With Blazers now only $262 a month and Silverados up to $50 lower, you heard me right, lower than last month, inventories won't last long. If you're shopping for any new Chevy, reserve one today. Only at Cook Chevrolet, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $22.55 on Blazer, $23.84 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Mr. Farmer, risk management is what it's all about. That's why you should be talking to the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. They are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents directly on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can call their office, 989-868-4722. Take advantage of the good things. Protect yourself against the bad. Work with the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. I think Jerry Samolsky's got the plan of the week, John?
It is Thursday already, believe it or not. So, Jerry, what's our plan of the week?
Plan of the week is spirea. Not your grandmother's spirea, but the new improved spireas. Spireas are from all the varieties. They do a lot of shorter growth, 2 to 3 feet, maybe some up to 4 feet at best, but mostly 2 to 3 feet in height. Foliage from golden to green, flower color, white, pink, lavender. There's just a huge, I think we're stocking about 13 or 14 varieties. So there's just a lot of different ones to choose from for color and flower and growth habits. So they're really versatile. They're easy to grow. They like full sun. They'll take a little bit of shade. And all they ask is to be cut down to the ground about every 3 years, and they're happy. So the pruning is quick and fast. And again, every 3 or 4 years is all they need attention for. So drought tolerant. They're just great plants. They're workhorses. They do the job. We love them.
All right. And they're at the nursery?
They're at the nursery. All those varieties are there. Come out and take a peek. We're there Monday through Friday till 5, Saturday 9 to 2.
Jerry Samolsky, have a nice weekend, okay?
You too. Enjoy the spireas. They're blooming beautiful right now.
Oh, yeah, they are. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Over to the Michigan Bean Commission we go right now. Joe Kramer joining us this morning. Joe, a little bit of concern as far as dry weather, would you say?
Yeah, Terry, the markets are kind of on hold. I think everybody's in neutral, just not sure about what they've got or what they've got to sell. In some cases, it's already been committed and sold, and we're not sure what we're going to get out of the field. So our friends in Mindak are looking better than we are right now, I think, in terms of moisture. So a little bit of attention over there with end users that want to take on a little bit of coverage to protect against sort of manage risk, I guess a better way to say it. But if you're a grower in Michigan and you have happened to catch a couple rains, crops looking good, might be an opportunity to price something if you were of that mindset. But everybody needs water.
Well, that's you mentioned about price something. Market opportunities. Do we have a few out there, Joe?
I think there are, Terry. I don't know what those numbers are as we speak, because I think it's kind of a moving target. But if somebody wanted to make an offer, I'm sure there's buyers out there that would listen. So just going to take a little bit of time. If you can send some rain in and get everybody comfortable, it'll be a better situation.
Yeah, some of those beans went in a little bit deep. I think they need some moisture, don't they?
Yeah, they do. We've still got some that are sitting in dry dirt. We've got some guys that haven't planted yet. So kind of all over the board. Talked to a grower just north of Elkton a couple days ago. He said, we just finished. We got an inch of rain over the weekend, and he said we couldn't have found better conditions. So it's just all over the board in terms of what growers have to deal with.
It sure does. Joe, take care. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Thanks, Terry.
You bet. Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. Well, let's see if we're able to make some money today, Jonathan.
Let's do that. Well, we'll see if New York's faring as well as Chicago here. We do that with Steve Anderson from Baird & Company. Steve, good morning.
And good morning to you, kind gentlemen.
What's going on, Steve?
Well, I've got mixed markets as far as indices go. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 33 at 33,918. Volume is 266 million shares. Nasdaq's ahead by 83 at 13,585. Volume there 381 million shares. Stocks of local interest, I'm not going to be such a big hit with. Caterpillar 238.01 down 347. Deere 416.03 down 56. CMS 59.61 down 74. Dow 51.26 down 62. DuPont 67.96 down 46. Corteva 57.92 down 65. GM 36.83 down 17. Trinzio $13 even down 13 cents. Walmart 155.42 up 96. Huntington Banks 10.36 down 28. Independent Bank 17.39 up 23, and AT&T is down 13 at 15.48. So I didn't do quite as well as I might have wanted to.
Well, we'll give you another day, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you much.
All right. Talk to you again. Steve Anderson over at Baird & Company. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we're concluding our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's breaking news. The U.S. Coast Guard says a debris field has been found near the Titanic wreckage in the North Atlantic as rescuers search for that missing submersible. George Kaufman